There we go guys, just done practice, 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive. Found it a bit easier driving 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive because of how fast it is. Quite a technical track, but I'm not going to turn the 4-wheel drive up. It's a bit off the pace compared to everyone else, but still not used to it, so I'm going to keep the motor and the timing and all that how it is. I think the timing on the can is on 25 degrees. Comes stock 30, so I'm going to keep it at 25, not running any boost or turbo.
Yeah, but listen to your own advice, you idiot, because the devil makes work for idle hands. But anyway, you'll find out later on. So Chris is on pole, me second, Tom third, Paul Leach fourth, Chloe Ward fifth, Chris Taylor in sixth, Gareth seventh, Richard eighth, Adrian ninth, Stuart Robinson in 10th. I think this was Adrian's first race, or he hadn't been racing very long. Raced against Tom Clark before in a previous race. He had problems with his batteries, but I think he sorted that out, got to the bottom of the issue. But yeah boys, let's jump into it.
And here we go guys, just about to do qualifying round 1 with the 4-wheel drive. Yeah boys, hopefully we have a good one.
Yeah. That's hard work. Am I recording? Am I recording? Yes. Yeah, thank you.
There's a bit of a legend there, Eddie Holt, granddad to the Holsworth brothers. He's got good genes, that fella, and I'm not talking about his Levi's. So here we go. Bit of a pile up in the first corner. Takes me a lot of time getting used to this car after swapping heats. I think because I've done quite well with the 2-wheel drive, I think I was kind of a bit hard on myself racing this, but when I'm making mistakes like that, just slightest blip of the power and it just sends it into the atmosphere. So yeah, just try and get up to speed. So lap 1 is a 35.45. I think I'm kind of like, the skill level for this car is kind of like quite a way out of my grip. Yeah, but you can see I am keeping up with the cars every now and again, but I'm not crashing into them. Lap 2 is a 26.65, getting up to speed a little bit, but you'll notice with this car that the times are just inconsistent. So tangled with someone there, so I apologise for that. Gotta learn to use them brakes. Looks like I've calmed it down a little bit now. Oh. Car in the straight. Lap 3 is a 33.55. So still very much getting to grips with this car, just learning throttle control. Get away with it with the 2-wheel drive a little bit. With this, it just pushes and pulls you wherever you give it any beans. So yeah, round we go. Lap 4 is a 24.88. So fastest lap of the race for me so far. The thing with 4-wheel drives, because you're going so fast, a lot can go wrong. Because you like the 2-wheel drive, it's a bit more forgiving, whereas the 4-wheel drive, there's only so much that the car can take when it's unsettled and stuff, so you've got to be very smooth transitioning on and off the power, pulling yourself through corners. The lap 5 is a 27.11. Some of the speed of some of these guys is amazing to watch. There we go. So just learning corners as I go, just approaching them slightly differently. So getting a better corner on that, pulling myself through. Lap 6 is a 25.26. Car overturned, gotta get past. Not sure where I am on the track at this point. Car goes up the back of me, puts me under pressure, gets past. I get it wrong on the tabletop, cut the corner a little bit, but we're not racing for position. Lap 7 is a 24.20, so probably made a bit of time with that that track cutting. Someone overturns, think that's Tom with the grey car. Traction roll there. Give it too much beans before the car had settled down and it was going straight. Round we go. Try and pull it round this corner. Lap 8 is a 29.72. It was proper brilliant, sending it down the straight and then taking that right-hander and just being full throttle until you reach the top of the track, just under the trees. Amazing. Round we go. Taking my time on that corner, get the back end out. Lap 9's a 24.76. So the kind of the 24s is where we are when we're getting a good lap. It'll be interesting to see how quick the fastest guy is. Everyone in this race is kind of like ranked on their F grade, so we're all pretty much F5. Lap 10 is my fastest lap, 23.66, so it's good in it. I'm capable of doing it, just not as often as I would like. But I've got to remember, I've only probably drove this car for like not even 20 hours. I mean, that it's probably not even that. This is my 4th meeting, I think, of this car. So I've had about 20 races running it. So a lap 11 is a 25.40.
Struggled in that one, qualifying round 1 with the 4-wheel drive. Race didn't go how I wanted it to, but come 7th, so I'm happy with that. Could have been better though, but race just wasn't for me. Bad start, a lot of tumbles. Yeah, starting at the front of the pack. Got a lot of cars behind you, but anyway.
Yeah, boys, so we just put that behind us. So Chris won it with 13 laps and a fastest lap at 21.28. Wow. Richard was second with 13 laps and a fastest lap at 22.16. Chris was third with 12 laps and a fastest lap at 23.20. Paul Leach was fourth with 12 laps and a fastest lap at 23.57. Stuart Robinson fifth with 12 laps and a fastest lap at 23.50. Tom Clark was sixth. Well done, Tom, with 12 laps and a fastest lap at 24.64. I was seventh with 11 laps and a fastest lap at 23.66. Adrian was eighth with 11 laps and a fastest lap at 24.56. So yeah, second and the 10th off, but you've done well. Chloe was ninth with 11 laps and a fastest lap at 24.81, and Gareth must have retired with 3 laps and a fastest lap at 26.62. So onto the lap times, you can see just how inconsistent they are. First lap, slow one. Second lap, we got a little bit up to pace. Bad one on bad lap 3. Lap 4 was decent. Lap 5 was off the pace. Lap 6, we started to get it together. Lap 7, we improved. Lap 8, my mojo left the building. He come back for lap 9, which we got a 24.76. Lap 10, got last orders and we got a fastest lap at 23.66, and lap 11 was a 25.40. So yeah, average 27.33. But yeah, boys, onto the championship standings. Like I say, we got Luke and Josh Holsworth first and second, Joe third, Mark fourth, David Malowski in fifth, Tony Parr in sixth, Reese Ward in seventh, Damien in eighth, Ashton 9th, Chris Sharp in 10th. So yeah, we shouldn't be too far down the pack, and there we are, 29th, but we are going to drop considerably out of 36. Callum, another Schumacher driver, must have retired, had a bad first race, so it even happens to the best, but not at the level of my awfulness. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks very much for tuning in. I shall see you in the next one. Oh yeah.